Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is a Q&A. You've all kindly sent me some questions over the last 6 weeks and I put them together, not in any particular order, and I thought I'd answer them for you today. Well, as many as I can. So I hope you're all really well and ready, getting ready for Christmas, and don't get too stressed. Remember, it's only Christmas. So anyway, without further ado, let me start with the questions you've sent me. The first one is from Timeout2770. What made you downsize, and are you far from your family? No, answer to the second question. My family are all, well, Matthew and Emma, my oldest and middle child, are in walking distance from us. Becky is a 10-minute car drive away. So yeah, I'm lucky they're all very local, close by, and I see a lot of them. We are a very close family. The first question, what made you downsize? It all happened really quickly. We always thought there was a possibility that we would downsize. In our other house, we had sort of like 2 bedrooms we weren't using. We had like another lounge, which was a converted garage basically. And those rooms weren't used. We loved the house, we loved the garden. Mick had his bar in the garden, which he built himself. It's absolutely beautiful, it was his pride and joy. So it was hard for him to leave that behind. But I don't think he's got any regrets. Well, I know he hasn't moving. And a friend of ours came to have a look at the park homes, and I didn't know they were putting new ones on this site. It's only 5 minutes from where we used to live. And 2 of them said that they were purchasing one. They were all excited, telling me about it, and it's got this and that and what have you. And we always said, a couple of friends of ours had park homes, that we would like to live in a park home. We love the park home, all on one level, and they're nice and warm. And we used to have a static caravan down in Devon. We used to go most weekends, Friday till Sunday. And we always said we could live in this caravan. We absolutely loved it. So anyway, we took a nosy on up and sort of had a look at the ones they had left for sale. And we fell in love with this one. Anyway, the chap said to me, he said, oh, you're interested? And I said, I am, but we've got a house to sell. We haven't even got it on the market. We weren't thinking of moving. And he said, well, I do part exchange. So we said, okay. And I said, right, okay, come down, as soon as you can, give me a price on our house, thinking, Mick's going to be something ridiculous, sort of thing. He said, I'm not giving it away, whatever. And my 2 friends were going to sell their house. He was holding the park home for them for so many weeks. And that, so anyway, he came down and, okay, I'll give you a call this afternoon, let you know what I offer you. Anyway, we had an idea of how much our house was worth, because the house next door was up for sale, and it was virtually the same. Anyway, he came back later that afternoon with a price, and we said, okay, we'll have a think about it. And we said, that's good, we're happy with that. And so there was there was a solicitor's fee for the selling of our house, but you don't need a solicitor for the purchasing of the park home. So you have to be very careful, you have to read your contracts and that, but they're normally all generic. And there are park home laws and that, things they can do and can't do and things, so you are sort of protected, but you have to be a bit careful, obviously know what you're signing for. So anyway, we spoke to our solicitor and that, and she said, well, I can't act for you for the park home, but she told us a few things sort of, to be aware of and what have you. And we thought, no, we're going to go for it. A chance like this doesn't come up very often. It's in the area we want to be. We loved the field at the back, the wildlife, and that was the biggest seller, the wildlife at the back, having an open field. Where we were in our house before, we had sort of, we had a detached house, but we had neighbours either side. And we had sort of a young couple one side, and they were a lovely couple, don't get me wrong. But they liked their music, and, they go out there and sort of turn on their music, and they'd have the bass beating, and we'd ask them to turn it down, and then they always would. But you just don't want to keep doing that. To me, sort of, if somebody's sort of said to you a couple of times, oh, do you mind turning it down a little bit? I can't hear myself think, oh, we got visitors and we can't hear what they were saying. That they realise, but there was no sort of respect in that way. So I said, they're a lovely family, they really are a really nice family, but they just like their music. And that's not me. If I go in the garden, I like a bit of peace and quiet. I like to sit and relax and that. So, and we have that here. So all happened in 3 weeks. He said to us, okay, I'm happy to pay that price for yours, but can we do the exchange in 3 weeks? I thought, yeah, definitely. Mick was looking at me, how are we going to get all packed up and moved within 3 weeks? But we done it. We put lots of stuff for sale on Marketplace, and because obviously we couldn't bring everything with us, so we just went for it. We put lots of stuff for sale on Marketplace and that, thinned out our clothes and all our kitchen cupboards, everything, and we done that in 3 weeks. And then we moved ourselves, because it's, I suppose, sort of furnished, I suppose, because we had the suite in here, we had the curtains, the carpets, the fire, the dining table. Even though I swapped that for my own dining table, the coffee table, the beds, built-in wardrobes, and that, so all we had to do was really bring our clothes, our stuff we wanted to keep, sort of our memories and things. We bought the unit over there with us. We brought our dining table with us. I think, and TVs. I think that was it. And then it was just the bedding. Obviously all the photographs you collect over the years, boxes of those, and our garden furniture, and that was it, So Mick and I actually moved ourselves. We bought all the garden stuff at garden furniture on the weekend before, left in the garden, but on the day, because it all sort of happened sort of quite last minute, or was going to be tomorrow, the kids were at work, I couldn't ask them to sort of last minute take a day off, so we did it ourselves with both our cars. And no regrets. We've got no regrets. We absolutely love it. As I say, we were familiar with the area. We knew a couple of the residents up here, so we knew where we were moving to. And it's a nice quiet estate, and people sort of keep their stuff to themselves, but that suits me. We go out, and I've got lovely neighbours both sides, and we go out and we have a little natter when we're out in the garden, but we're not in and out each other's houses. But that's me. That's how I like it. I think there was one lady that sort of purchased a park home up here, and she said it was too quiet. She said everybody kept themselves to themselves. So if you're looking into sort of moving anywhere really, not even just a park home, you have to investigate. It's what you're looking for, isn't it? If you're moving somewhere to meet people and that, investigate to make sure if it's a park home site that they have this, the clubs and things that you're looking for, or the coffee mornings and that, because on mine it doesn't, but that suits me. That's what I wanted really. I like to just go out, because I suppose I'm so busy with the family. We're always doing stuff, and I haven't got time for anything else. It sounds awful. I've got lots of friends, so can we meet up for coffee? And I suppose because I'm working still 3 days a week, and I have my YouTube, it's hard to get it penciled in the diary, and I do make time to meet friends, but not as often as I like. But we're all different, aren't we? Yeah, so that's, we absolutely love it here. I will lead on to another question, actually. Was I'm on the subject of park homes. Who was it? Mandy Moo 3530. Is it expensive to live in a park home? I suppose the only difference is we have to pay ground rent. So we have to pay ground rent every month, and to me it's quite reasonable what we pay. It varies from site to site, so, and you have to pay that for life, so that's something to be aware of. But the rest of the costs, our community tax is cheaper, our gas and electric and water is an awful lot cheaper. I suppose because it's all on one level, and it's a new building, it's well insulated, we sort of flash the heating on, we have to turn it off, it's not on for very long at all. Whereas our other house used to be quite a cold house, and we'd have to have the heating on for so many hours just to get it to warm up, And I suppose that's the other thing with our other house. It wouldn't have been long before the windows need changing. We needed a new boiler in the kitchen. We had sort of a semi-flat roof out the front on one half the house. That, you know, that had been, we had it done over 20 years ago. That probably may have needed doing in the future and that. So, you know, we've saved on all that. I suppose the only upkeep here we have to do really, because we've got artificial grass outside the garden's all low maintenance, is to paint the actual unit, the park home, the masonry outside. You have to paint it, I think it's every 4 years for the guarantee. So what we'll do is, we said we're going to get it done next spring, summertime, is we're going to pay somebody to come and do it, you know, whilst we can. And so that's the only upkeep we have to do is obviously get the exterior painted sort of every 4 years for the warranty, and it keeps it all secure and dry, and then doesn't it stops any leaks or anything. And they're not what they used to be years ago. You don't get leaks from them now. They're, you know, they're so good. You know, you can build a house out of wood now, can't you? There's lots of flat pats, a lot of people are doing it, building houses out of wood, and basically that's what these are. And you know, you've got the apex roof and that, and it's got sort of a tiled roof. I don't think it's proper sort of like slate tiles, but there's some sort of tiles on there, and you know, we just absolutely love it. It's us, you know, and sitting in here looking out the window, seeing the wildlife. I just absolutely love it. Where would I get that? You know, I wouldn't be able to afford a house or bungalow, you know, with a view like that. I just wouldn't. So yeah, this was just a no-brainer for us, and as I say, we've got no regrets. Absolutely love it. To start with, the family was, oh, why do you want to move to a park? But when they came up and saw it, we said, well, come and see it, you know, before we sort of sign on the dotted line, and they love it too. They really do. Okay, so next question. Is there any more on the Clark home? I don't think there is. Yvonne Baptist said, what led you to move to a park home? I think I've covered that. Oh, Yvonne's also said, what made you start YouTube? I think it was lockdown. During lockdown, I had a lot of time on my hands, like everyone did, and I wasn't used to that before. And I'm a big telly watcher, unfortunately. I'm not a big reader, and I'd sit there and start watching YouTube. I never used to watch YouTube before. And I found a few channels, and one of them was Tina from Tina's Talk Time. And I think it was Tina that inspired me, really. I thought, well, Tina's a little bit older than me, and I thought, if Tina can do it, I thought, why can't I do it? Anyway, I said to Becky, you know, because we spent a lot of time together over lockdown, and I said, why don't you give it a go? You'd be good at it. And so she's, yeah, I wouldn't mind, and that, and she started off, I sort of helped her. She did her first video, and it went quite well. She got a few subscribers, and she said, go on, Mum, go for it, do it. You've got nothing to lose. And it was a challenge, so I did. And we used to sort of, every week, sort of, we put a video together each, and that, we'd say, oh, God, how many people have you got watch this one, and that. And it was, wow, we couldn't believe people were watching our channel. And then it was, oh, I can't wait to get to 100 subscribers. Oh, I've done that, I can't wait to get to 500, and that, you know. And it's just watching those numbers go up and thinking, oh, we've done it, people are watching it, you know. And then you had to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized, and we both done that, and we were just so pleased. And if, I think I can say the same for Becky, if our channel didn't go any further than it has today, we're happy where it's at. You know, to me, we've achieved what we wanted to. Obviously, we'd love to get lots more subscribers and, you know, sort of, you know, get paid a lot more than what we do now, sort of thing. But if we didn't, it doesn't matter. We're happy with what we've achieved, and we enjoy it. And that's the main thing. You have to enjoy what you're doing, don't you? As I say, I work 3 days a week, and I do this alongside my job. So once I retire, this is going to help top up my pension. Well, that's the plan anyway. But I enjoy it, and I wouldn't want to stop doing it. So it's not just the money, because you don't make loads of money, to be honest, on YouTube, you know, unless you're, you know, got thousands of subscribers. you know, it's a small amount for what you do. So you have to enjoy it to do it, to be honest. You get some freebies along the way, which is always nice. When they offer you your first freebie, you thought, oh my God, somebody's offered me a clothing haul. Wow, you know, little old me, you know. And it's just, it's been a wonderful journey, I must admit. And I've made some friends. You guys are my YouTube friends and family, you know, and same with Becky. We absolutely love it, you know. It's absolutely amazing. So if there's something you're thinking of doing, just do it. Somebody else asked, actually, I don't think I wrote it down on here, what you need to start doing YouTube. Who was it? Have I got it written down here? I can't remember who it was, but somebody asked me what you need to start doing YouTube. A phone, a camera and a computer, or a phone. I do everything on my phone, and that's it. That's the only equipment I use is my mobile phone. I had to have some help from Becky, sort of, you know, show me how to put the videos together, how to edit them and what, and upload them. I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. You know, the younger generation, they're brought up with computers and things, aren't they? And technology, and obviously I wasn't, you know, so without Becky's help, I wouldn't have been able to piece a video together or upload it. But that's the only piece of equipment I use and Becky uses is the mobile phone, and that's it. You know, some people go out and buy expensive cameras, they buy microphones and computers, but to start with, don't spend any money. You know, you don't know how your channel's going to do, and yeah, you might not get that money back. So yeah, all you need is a good mobile phone or camera and a computer. Don't go out and buy things, honestly. So Mary T has asked, do we keep our finances separate? And the answer is no. Since we got together, I mean, we were together sort of like when I was sort of like 17. And when we decided to buy a house and that, we put our money together. We worked out how much we could save each week, and we should go to the bank every Friday and sort of pay money in like you could do then. And we saved enough for a deposit on a house, and well, it was a one-bedroom masonette to start with. And we've done that ever since. So, you know, so if we buy anything, it's all at the joint account. And as probably if we were both sort of more financially better off, we may have thought of doing it separately, but no, we needed to pull our money together to be able to pay for the bills and that, and we've carried on like that, and it works out quite well. You know, we both earn money now, sort of thing, and you know, even though Mick's retired, he has his pension, and you know, he's doing some temporary work now and again, and it pays for our holidays and things. So yeah, it's worked out quite well. Our money is shared basically because we do things together. You know, we don't need separate finances to do anything. And, you know, obviously some people do, don't they? We're all different, but for us it works. We pull our money together, we always have done. Okay, what else have we got? Bronwyn Payne 20, guess you can't probably keep all the clothes that you show. Would it be okay for you to show us a week of shopping from your wardrobe? Definitely, Bronwyn, and I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I will. I will make a concerted effort to do that. I keep meaning to. So yeah, I will definitely do that. What else have we got? What made you decide to take Monjaro? And how much weight have you lost? I'm going to do an update on my Monjaro journey, probably in the next 2 weeks, probably sort of the start of January. I'm really pleased with my journey so far on Monjaro, and the reason I decided to do it was I've tried all sorts of diets, and Slimming World's always been my favourite, but I was even struggling with that. I'd lose a couple of pounds, put on a few pounds. I wasn't getting anywhere, and when I saw a video on Monjaro telling me that it turns off this little food noise in your head, I thought I need that. And so I spoke with my husband and said, and he agreed, you know, not only to look better, sort of lose weight and be thinner, but for the health reasons, because I was borderline diabetic, I've got high blood pressure, and my ankles swell up. You know, sort of after a couple of hours of getting up, walking around, my ankles fill up with fluid, and my mum died at late 60s of a heart attack, and I was going the same way. So I needed to do something, And I've tried Slimming World, and I love the Slimming World plans, you know, but it just wasn't working for me. Nothing, with this food noise in my head, nothing was going to work for me, because I've got this little chap in here saying, oh, what are you going to eat now then? What do you fancy? What are you going to have? And he's turned off or turned down. And that's made such a difference, it really has. But I'm going to do a video on my journey and, you know, let you know more information in the next couple of weeks. Is your husband on board? Yes, he is with me, take Kilimanjaro. Yeah, he fully supports me. How many children do you have? And are they all close to you? I have 3 children. I have Emma, who's my eldest, she's 42. Matthew is 39. And then Becky's my youngest. There was a 12-year gap between Emma and Becky. So Becky would be, she's 31? Yeah, she's 31. So 11-year gap. Yeah, 11-year gap between Emma and Becky, and 8 years between Matthew and Becky. And I love them all to bits. As you know, we're a really close family. I was an only child, and I always said that, you know, I'd like sort of 3 children, if not 4 children. It just took me 8 years, I admit, to let me have a 3rd. I'd love to have had brothers and sisters, but I didn't. But I had a lovely life. I'm not complaining. I was so close to my mum and dad. But I think now, more so, it would be nice to have brothers and sisters, you know, and their children that to see. So, but I've got my own family now, so I'm really happy. And they're all on the doorstep, and we're a really close family. And I've got 5 grandchildren, so I've got everything I need. I am so lucky. I must admit, I thank my lucky stars every day. I am so lucky. You know, when I think, you know, some people never see their children, or, you know, they move away or whatever. And don't get me wrong, if one of my children said, like, say Becky said to her, I know she loves Greece, I'm going to go and move to Greece, Mum. Go for it, Becky, go for it. That's what I would say to her or any of my children. I would never stop them following their dreams. As long as they're happy, I'm happy. Okay, what's the next question? Liz Art 40, how did you start vlogging and what gave you the idea? So I think I've covered that one, Liz, haven't I? Downsize, we've done that one. Tootsie Well, or is it Tootsie Rolls? Apologies if I can't read my scribble. What type of foods do you get for the Christmas period? Well, we're quite traditional, really. We're going to Becky's for Christmas dinner, and we're having prawn cocktail, Christmas turkey and all the trimmings, and Christmas pudding, custard and cream. And we have that every year, but we love it. We absolutely love it. So yeah, we're quite traditional. You know, we do get sort of tins of Quality Street in, and we get some drink in. And this year, I've got on order a bottle of the chocolate rum. I tried that when we went to the markets at Cirencester a few weeks ago, and that was absolutely delicious. So that's our new drink. It's like a, what do you call it? It's a liqueur. So we have a glass of that after dinner, and I let the rest of the family try it. It's absolutely lush. Yeah, we buy sweets and that, and we always have some sweets in the afternoon and things. I don't buy so many sweets and nibbles as I used to. I do like cheese. We do like a nice cheese board. Yeah, so we buy lots of different cheeses and crackers. What else do we buy? My girls like snowballs, so we normally buy some avocado, and they normally have some snowballs in the day. Not really a snowball lover myself, but we have either wine or Prosecco with dinner. Then later on in the day, I normally stick to my gin and tonic. That's what I do. Now and again, we'll have a brandy or something before we go to bed or whatever, or hot toddy in the morning. We normally go over to the crematorium and have a little cheers to my mum and dad for Christmas. My mum used to like cross sherry. My dad used to be sort of a whiskey drinker, so either one of those we would take over and have a little Merry Christmas, little cheers to them at Christmas, which is nice. Okay, what else have we got? Is there anything in your life you would do differently or change? I don't think there is. I don't know. I honestly don't think. I think to a certain extent your life's sort of mapped out for you, and you have these journeys you have to take, and touch wood, I've been quite lucky. I've had a lovely life, and I didn't have big expectations. All I wanted to do, it sounds quite sad, was to get married and have a family. And that's all I wanted out of life. A husband and children, and that was it. And that was my dream, and I got my dream. I haven't been sort of, I'm not, what do you call it? I'm not a go-setter. I've never been sort of really work-orientated. I've always sort of gone to work because I need to earn money, not really because I enjoy it. I do like my job, and I've liked all my jobs, but it's because I have to go. I need the money. I've always had to work, and I think it's probably done me good, going out, meeting people and working. And now I do 3 days a week. I've dropped my hours from 5 to 3, my day, sorry, from 5 to 3. I've got that happy work-life balance at the moment. It gives me more time to sort of concentrate on YouTube. And when I'm going to retire from my day job, I don't know. I'm 64 now, so I don't get my state pension until I'm 66 and a half, I think. So I've got a couple of years till I get that. So I'd like to see it out till then. Yeah, I'd like to see it out sort of financially would be good till then. And hopefully, as I say, my YouTube money, is going to top my pension up. I do have a small private pension as well. But I would definitely carry on with YouTube because I absolutely love it. To me, it's not a job, it's fun. And it's something I do because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. So I will, as far as I can see in the future, my aim is to carry on with YouTube. But who knows? Who knows what's around the corner? You don't, do you? You make all these plans and that, but you just don't know what's around the corner. So sometimes you just have to take each day as it comes, don't you? So anyway, I think I've been whittling on for quite some time. There are some more questions on here, but I think I'm going to end it here because it's been half an hour. And I'm doing this before going to work this morning. So it's time for me to leave to go to work. So I've got my cup of coffee I haven't drunk there. So I'm going to drink that quickly. And I will do another Q&A. So if you've got any questions that I haven't answered, I think I've got a couple more on here. Put them down in the comments and I'll do another one in a couple of weeks and answer all the other questions I haven't got round to today. So thank you for watching. I do really appreciate it. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.